Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you here to Central Illinois Sports, an exclusive coverage of the IESA 8th grade Class 4A state tournament. We had an exciting first quarter final. We hope to see another one here as we continue our morning from Normal Parkside High School as Dunlap Middle School gets ready to square off against Lake Zurich North. The winner will get to take on Bolingbrook Jane Addams in our 5 p.m. semifinal coming up later on this evening. We're going to step aside for just a minute to tell you about some of the wonderful sponsors that help bring us sports here on Central Illinois' platform. When we come back, we'll introduce you to these two teams and get you ready for quarterfinal number 2 here in the Class 4A state tournament live from Normal Parkside.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
You're getting thirsty, bold, refreshing. So good. I mean, dude.
Welcome you back to Normal, Illinois. Normal Parkside getting you ready for quarterfinal number 2 between Dunlap Middle School and Lake Zurich North. Let's first introduce you to the Wolves of Lake Zurich North, an undefeated record 25-0. Coming into the state weekend here at Normal. This is their second trip to state overall as a program. They won 4th place last year as 7th graders. They lost to Madison Colin Powell in the semis last year. That's a team that's also back here as we have 5 returning teams from last year's 7th grade state tournament making it back here to the 4A field as 8th graders. The Wolves allow 38.2 points a game while only allowing 11.3, one of the toughest defensive squads on average here in the Elite 8 field for Class 4A. This team has held 12 teams to single digits in scoring for a contest, including 2 entire shutouts, a 38-0 win over Matthews Middle School, and a 33-0 win over Matthews again. They've also held Matthews to 1 point. They've got a couple of nights here where they've held teams to 2 and 3, including victories over Vernon Hills, Hawthorne South, Wakanda Junior High, Lake Zurich South, and many more. Their road to the postseason, they defeated Lake Zurich South 50-6 to open up regional quarterfinal play, a rarity in Class 4A to have to play a regional quarterfinal. They defeated Arlington Heights South in the semifinals 28-25 and defeated Arlington Heights Thomas 37-29 to win the regional championship. They punched their ticket to the state weekend earlier this week, defeating Rockford Eisenhower 25-17 in the sectional championship. Just about 6.5 minutes away from this one. We'll step aside for another quick break. When we come back, we'll tell you about Dunlap and their road to Normal. We're back here in a minute on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
Tell my mom to pick me up soon.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
We welcome you back here to Normal Parkside Junior High as we get you ready for our second quarterfinal of the day here in the Class 4A field. Let's introduce you to the Panthers of Dunlap Middle School, a 22-5 record coming into the season here. This team had a little bit of a rough start. They started 4-4 to start the season. Not something you would expect to maybe see on the record sheet from a team that ends up in the Elite 8 field, but they have started now and finished the season winning 11 of their last 12 in the regular season, before winning 4 straight here in the postseason. They allow 34.5 points a game, one of our higher scoring teams here in the Elite 8 field. They only allow 20.4, so a couple of more tough defensive teams here. We saw a really stalwart effort on the defensive side from both of our teams between New Lenox Liberty and Bolingbrook Jane Addams in the first quarterfinal as well. 7th trip to state for the Dunlap program. This is their first trip, according to the IESA record books, since 2007. So the Panther country is very happy to be back in the state tournament field here for IESA competition. Their road to the postseason in the regional quarterfinal defeated Pekin Broadmoor 43-7, defeated Pekin Edison in the semifinals 42-23, and won the regional, defeating Galesburg Junior High 53-46. They have defeated Normal Parkside, the host school of this tournament, 34-28 to advance here today and play the role of the big spoiler in the state tournament field, upsetting what could have been a host school in its own state tournament. This team has had some high-scoring affairs this year. They scored 51 points, or excuse me, not 51. They scored 41. They've scored 44, 44, 40, 48. This team has put up some high-scoring affairs here. 51 points against Glassford Illini Bluffs. A couple of teams here that can really get some points on the board. So it's either going to be a really tough defensive effort or we're going to see some high scoring here in our second quarterfinal. We've just got about 2 minutes left. We will step aside here in just a second. We remind you that the winner of this game advances to the 5 p.m. semifinal later on tonight. All 4 winners from the quarterfinals will be back coming up on December 14th for trophy night here at Normal Parkside. Dunlap has brought cheerleaders. Dunlap has brought the student section, a large contingent of what appears to be some of the young men from Dunlap Middle School dressed in all black here tonight. And we see some Lake Zurich fans here dressed in their royal blue as well. It should be a fun one here from Normal Parkside as we get ready to rock and roll. Coach is doing a little bit of fun little handshakes with the girls before we get ready to rock and roll as well. We will step aside as they have some introductory remarks that take a few minutes, and then we'll come back for starting lineups for quarterfinal number 2 here from the IESA 8th grade Class 4A state tournament. It's Dunlap taking on Lake Zurich North. Stick around, get your favorite brunch, drink, and snack ready to go. It's our mid-morning game here from Normal Parkside.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that, it looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Hey, grab me one too.
welcome you back here to Normal Parkside. They are introducing non-starters here for Dunlap. Let's get you through the entire roster. Number 00 is Addie Kearns. Number 1 is Annie Stiegel. Number 2, Kiara Haywood. Number 3, Addie Reed. Number 5, Liliana Albaro. Number 10 is Ava Brooks. Number 15, Michaela Montano. Number 22, Bryn Rakina. Number 31, Riley Hopwood. Number 33, Michaela Buss. Number 42, Harshita Ravapati. Number 45, Tanisha Dupad. And number 55, Sarah Syed for Nicholas Romolo's team from Dunlap. Starting lineup tonight will be Addie Kearns, this 8th grade center, along with Kiara Haywood, number 2, the 8th grade guard, Michaela Montano, the 8th grade guard, number 31, Riley Hopwood is an 8th grade guard, and number 10 is Ava Brooks, an 8th grade guard for Dunlap, who enters the game at 22-5. Nicholas Romolo, the head coach. And we'll get you pinned down to the other side here as we introduce you to the Lake Zurich Wolves. Undefeated, 25-0 on the season. Kevin Elliott, their head coach, Karen Palm on the sidelines. Non-starters for this team, number 10 is Riley Bateman. Number 20, Abby Vanderbilt. Number 21 is Maura Rose. Number 24 is Caitlin Makusa. Number 25, Piper Zarega. And number 31 is Abby Kirk. Let's get you the starting 5 here for the Wolves. Starting at a guard, an 8th grader. Number 13 is Carly Nelson. At a guard, an 8th grader. Number 22 is Sage Olson. At guard, an 8th grader. Number 23 is Mickey Cooper. At 1 forward, an 8th grader. Number 33 is Shelby Hartman. Caitlin Makuso, the other starter here, number 24, an 8th grade guard. We are ready to go on what should be a fun matchup for you. Dunlap versus Lake Zurich North. You're watching it live here on Central Illinois Sports, the exclusive home of the IESA Boys and Girls State Basketball Championships. We'll be back with the boys tournaments coming up in February, and we'll be back online in March with you for 8th and 7th grade girls volleyball weekends. Introducing some officials. We're starting to see some team members arrive on what we believe should be the next contest here. Still to go for you today. Coming up will be Muhammad Seymour taking on Madison Colin Powell at 1 o'clock. Our 2:30 contest is Mount Zion versus Granite City Coolidge. We're ready to go here. Stepping into the center circle is Addie Kearns for Dunlap and Sage Olson for Lake Zurich North. The tip goes and Dunlap wins it. It'll be Haywood bringing the basketball across the time stripe. They quickly push down the floor. Kearns' shot is no good. Rebound, here come the Wolves. And I will tell you that these jerseys are not the most fun to look at for Lake Zurich North. That black on blue is a little tough sometimes to get the numbers down, but we'll try and figure it out as we go. With the basketball is Cooper, drives into the lane. Dunlap wanted to travel. Her shot up with the right hand is no good. Rebound comes down to Haywood. She wants to push. You can tell she's a player right off the bat. Quick with some good handles here. Long 3 ball on the way from Haywood is good. First points on the board go to Dunlap from Kiara Haywood. It's a 3-0 lead here for Dunlap in the early going. Lake Zurich facing some really tough, tenacious pressure here already off the bat. Cooper works it down. Long shot on the way is no good. And the Wolves will get to reset here as now Makusa has the basketball. Drives down with the right hand, goes up with the right. Layup is up and no good. It's a fight for the loose ball, and Lake Zurich had their hands on it as Hartman was able to get onto it, but the Panthers get a hand on it too. It'll be a jump ball, and possession will remain here with Lake Zurich North. Just underway here in the first quarter. The atmosphere just a little bit louder than we've experienced already in our first quarterfinal as Dunlap has brought a nice contingent. It's a steal for Haywood. Larceny goes up for the layup, no good as it is blocked. Olson with the block. We will do our best here to read these Wolves jerseys. Black on dark blue is not the best when you have to differentiate numbers from letters, but we will work it as it's going to be a turnover as Haywood committed to the travel. Nelson will inbound against full court pressure here from Dunlap. They work the basketball over to the left side now. This is Sage Olson. She drives in. With the basketball down in the corner, Carly Nelson. They work it back around. Top of the key. This is Cooper with it. Drives in up with the right hand and good. Sage Cooper knocks it down as we get the score reset for you. We are having a little bit of trouble with the scoreboards. We'll try and get that reset for you, and we get the camera down to the right end of the court because that's what you'd like to see. With the basketball now, this is Kiera Haywood. Works it down into the right corner now to Hopwood. Hopwood stops at the short corner. They've got to toss it back up to the top of the key, and Dunlap will reset. Haywood drives to the rim, kick out. 3-ball on the way from Hopwood. Riley Hopwood knocks it down for 19-9. It's a 6-4 basketball game here. 3:40 left to go. It's a steal from Haywood. No good. Shot up from Brooks gets blocked and will go to the free throw line. Lake Zurich's first foul of the quarter. Foul goes against number 22, Sage Olson. It'll be her first, team first. We remind you as we remind ourselves through the new rules here in Illinois. 5 team fouls results in double bonus shooting in a quarter. They reset the team fouls at the end of every quarter. First free throw is up and no good from Ava Brooks. She'll get a second try at it here. Dunlap has brought cheerleaders. Dunlap has brought a student section. Dunlap might have brought the kitchen sink because there are a lot of people here cheering on the Panthers. Both free throws no good. Lake Zurich North with it back on their end of the court. Olson drives down, goes up with the right hand, rolls around, rolls down. 2 more points here for Lake Zurich North on the hands of Mickey Cooper, excuse me. Dunlap trying to drive around. This is Haywood. 3-ball on the way from Brooks is no good. And the rebound came down into the hands of Mickey Cooper. She tried to hand it off to her teammate, Shelby Hartman. Hartman couldn't get a hold on it, loses it out of bounds. It's going to be Dunlap basketball. Brooks will inbound, gets it now back to Kearns. Tosses it back up to the top of the key. Dunlap will reset as Haywood gets the basketball down at the volleyball line. Dribbles in. It's a little bit of a matchup zone here for Lake Zurich North. Now they switch out to a man-to-man. Haywood drives in. Double coverage. Goes up with the left hand. High off the glass is good. Kiara Haywood knocks down 2 more on the nice drive to the basket. It's an 8-6 lead. With the basketball now, this is Carly Nelson. Tosses it back out. They work it around to the Wolves. Cooper with the basketball. Drives in, gets stolen away by Brooks. Tries to get it to Haywood. It gets stolen away back by Lake Zurich, and now we'll get a foul on what will go against Dunlap. Montano will get the foul. It's going to be her first. Team first. Checking in for the first time for Dunlap will be number 33, Michaela Buss. Sitting down will be Ava Brooks. Lake Zurich with the basketball here in the early goings of this one, which has been a really fun just couple of minutes. Makusa with the basketball. Nice dish underneath. Lake Zurich could not finish. Rebound comes down into the hands of Hopwood. Haywood will push the temper here. 3-ball or long shot on the way was no good from Buss. Cooper will bring it across the time stripe. Now gets it back over to Sage Olson. She'll try and drive in. Nice defense by Buss on the stop. Lake Zurich will reset. Tried to hand it off to Olson. She didn't see it coming. Long 3-ball on the way is no good. Shot was put up by Mickey Cooper. It'll go out of bounds and go back to Dunlap. Lake Zurich will get a substitution. Abby Vanderbilt checking in for the first time here this morning. She'll sit down Carly Nelson. Full court pressure implied by the Wolves here. They get it to Buss. She's going to go up and get fouled with it. And Michaela Buss will go to the free throw line. We'll see who the foul gets issued to here for Lake Zurich. Mickey Cooper will pick up the foul, her first, team second. Stepping to the free throw line, Michaela Buss, the 8th grade center. First shot is up and good. It's a 9-6 lead for Dunlap. Second one up, rolls around the rim, no good. And the rebound comes down to Cooper. Excuse me, that's Olsen. We are desperately trying to figure out these numbers on the front of the Lake Zurich jerseys. Cooper drives into the baseline, no good. Rebound comes down, up and good to Hartman. And the officials say that it's going to be an inbounds violation as Dunlap stepped over the end line. Basketball go right back to Lake Zurich. Cooper will inbound here. It's a box set coming out for the Wolves. But the basketball is Olsen. They whip it around. Long three on the way from Sage Olsen. Off the front of the rim is no good. Hartman able to grab the rebound, and there's going to be a foul on the rebound try here against Lake Zurich. That's going to go against Hartman. That's going to be her first. Team third of the quarter here against Lake Zurich North. Full court pressure coming out here as Dunlap's going to get the inbounds. It goes to Haywood. She'll take it across the time stripe. Dumps it down into Brooks. Brooks goes up with it. She'll get fouled and go to the free throw line on the opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play. Foul's going to go against Makusa. That's her first, team fourth of the quarter now. Dunlap will be in bonus for the remainder of this first quarter, which is 57 seconds. Brooks goes up. Free throw is no good. Haywood comes down with it. Nobody moved. As Lake Zurich did not even try to attempt the rebound. Haywood came down with it. They're saying maybe they accidentally signaled 2 free throws. It's not going to happen, though, as going up with it now is going to be Olsen. Olsen will get fouled and go to the free throw line. Count the basket. Number 0 picks up the foul for Dunlap. That's Addie Kearns. For Kearns, it'll be her first personal. Team second. 43 seconds left to go here. As to the free throw line is Sage Olsen. She'll finish the three-point play. It is a 13-11 ball game. What a fun first quarter we've had here so far in Normal Parkside. Haywood with the basketball. Long shot, that's a 2. Kiara Haywood had her foot on the line, but that is a nice 2-point shot. 15-11 lead for Dunlap. They quickly push it down now to Lake Zurich North. 22 Sage Olsen. 3 ball, so the answer is good. It's a 15-14 ball game. What a high-flying, high-scoring first quarter here. 13 seconds left to go. Haywood brings it across the time stripe. She'll try to work it over to the left side now. Looking for someone to hand it off to. Holds on to it. 3 seconds. 2. Haywood drives in, goes up, and there's going to be a no shot. There's going to be a foul on the floor here. Foul is the 5th of the quarter. It's going to go against Shelby Hartman. For Hartman, that should be her second. We're going to go to 2 shots here for the bonus. As Kiara Haywood will step to the free throw line here to try and extend this team's lead. This has been a high-scoring basketball game. We're only into the first quarter. First free throw is up and good for Haywood. 16-14 our score here. Second up, no good. It's tipped around, and the quarter will run out. Your score after 1 quarter, Dunlap leads Lake Zurich North 16-14. We're back with second quarter play-by-play here in 60 seconds.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
We get you back to second quarter action here. We had a mistake on the scoreboard. It is 16-12 as our first quarter score. We make it now 16-14 as Olsen's able to get the rebound off of the the layup off the turnover. Team fouls reset here as we start the second quarter. It was Dunlap's possession to begin the second. And they turn the ball over on their initial try. With the basketball, this is Haywood. Haywood takes the pick. Long three on the way. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Makusa. She'll toss it back over now to Cooper as though Lake Zurich will reset here in their half-court set. Man-to-man look here from Dunlap. Olsen with the basketball. Cross-court pass over to Makusa. With the basketball, this is Hartman. Nice little give and go. Shot will not fall for Sage Olsen, but she'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. Buss will pick up the foul. It's her first, team first of the quarter. Sage Olsen steps to the free throw line here. We are just underway in the second. First free throw is up, and it is good. It's a 16-15 ball game. Second free throw up, in and out of the rim, no good. Haywood comes down with it, gets bumped by Olsen, and now she's going to pick up the foul. For Olsen, that's going to be her second personal foul. Second of the quarter here against the Wolves. Haywood with the basketball, picks it up at the top of the key, excuse me. Tried to toss the basketball into Kern. She lost it as it got tipped away. Here comes Lake Zurich North. With the basketball is Makusa. Goes into the lane, and she's going to take an extra step. She was trying to find Hartman on the pass. It was well defended, though, and she ended up taking the extra step and gets the turnover. 4:30 left to go here in the second. This has been a fast-moving game and a fun game here so far at Normal Parkside. Haywood with the basketball. Picks it up. She's got to get rid of it. Tossed it down into Brooks. Brooks lost it. Now it gets stolen away. This is Hartman with it. Hartman throws it away. She tried to throw it down into the hands of Olsen, and she just wasn't there. Kiara Haywood with the basketball. Takes a few dribbles with the free throw line. Tries to drive in, goes up. No call on the contact. It'll be a loose ball and gets picked up by Zurich. With the basketball now is Cooper. Drives into the lane. Goes up under the right hand. They wanted to travel, didn't get it. Loose ball. Rebound comes down into the hands of Buss. Or excuse me, that's not Buss. That's Montano. Haywood with the basketball, drives on the baseline, gets double teamed and cut off at the short corner. She'll pull the basketball back out. No count from the official. Tries again, goes in left hand through the double team and goes up and good. What a move by Kiara Haywood. 18-15. Dunlap comes out with full court pressure. Cooper with the basketball, crosses the time stripe, gets tripped away. Olsen has to dive to save it. It gets stolen away. Here comes Dunlap with it. It gets bumped. Brooks loses the basketball. It's going to roll out of bounds. Lake Zurich will get it here. with the basketball now. This is Kearns. Kearns drives in, off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Sage Olson. She'll hand it off to Cooper. Abby Vanderbilt will check back in on the next dead ball for Zurich. Loose ball. Nelson gets into a tie-up with it, along with Montano, and it'll be a jump ball, and it'll remain possession of Lake Zurich. Vanderbilt checks back into the contest. Sitting down will be Makusa. .241 left in this one. This has been a fast-moving game here in our second semifinal. Cooper with the basketball. Now free throw jumper for Sage Olson. Can't find the mark there. It'll go out of bounds and go back to Dunlap. Lake Zurich has been able to produce some really nice shot opportunity for themselves here. However, as of right now, they trail 18-15. Haywood brings it across the timeline. Guarded out by Vanderbilt. Drives in. They say that's going to be a jump ball as Lake Zurich able to get their hands on it. Possession will stay with Dunlap on the nice defensive stop by the Wolves here, as Haywood is a ton to deal with on the penetration. Makusa checks back into the ball game. Mickey Cooper will take a seat here for Lake Zurich. Inbounding the ball will be Michaela Bust to stack formation here for the Panthers. They try to find Kearns in the post, tightly guarded now by Hartman. Nothing there that time. Flashing high was Bust. Haywood didn't want to give it there either. She drives in. Free throw jumper. Rolls around there and down. Kiara Haywood is a ton to deal with. She is a problem today here for Lake Zurich. It's a 20-15 ball game. Down in the short corner, it's Vanderbilt. Drives around, goes up with the right hand. High off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down into Hartman. She can't finish. Third opportunity came down to Mickey Cooper, or excuse me, down to Olson. Cannot finish. She'll get fouled. First free throw rolls around, no good for Sage Olson. Second one up. Same spot, no good, and Kearns comes down with the rebound. Haywood with the basketball on the pick and roll, tried to give it into Kearns, gets stripped away and stolen. It's a loose ball. They're fighting for it. Hartman was in on the fray, knocks it out, and it gives back now to Montano. It's a three ball on the way from Bus, no good. Hartman will grab the rebound, and Lake Zurich comes out of the fray unharmed. Nelson with it to Makusa. Drives into double coverage, has to get rid of it. This is Olson, drives in, goes up with the left hand, and it's going to be a blocking foul against Kearns. And Olson will head back to the free throw line for two more. Third personal foul now against Addie Kearns. Second of the quarter here against Dunlap. Kearns will take a seat. She took a hard collision there trying to take the charge. Ava Brooks will check back in as Kearns will take a seat here in foul trouble. To the line will be Sage Olson for two. Checking back in is going to be Mickey Cooper. Lake Zurich wanted a free throw violation. They won't get it here. Mohammed Seymour, you can see them in the bright white jerseys back in the background. They're standing waiting. They'll be in the next quarterfinal. Second free throw up and good. Free throw's a little bit of a bugaboo here so far for Lake Zurich. Haywood gets it stripped away. It's a long pass up now to Nelson. Nelson goes up, gets hammered, no foul. And it comes down to Dunlap. Haywood, crossover dribble to bring it across the time stripe. Works it down into the corner now. This is Brooks. Brooks, baseline drive. Stopped nicely on the play by Makusa. Long two-point jumper is good for Michaela Buss. Everybody wants to shoot the threes, but those long two-point jumpers are a shot that'll win you a lot of basketball games. It's a 22-15 lead here for Dunlap. Working down around. This is Cooper with it. They toss it back up to the right wing. Sage Olson, long three ball is in and out of the mark. No good. It's a tie-up for the loose ball. as Vanderbilt was able to get her hands on it along with Brooks. Possession arrow favors Lake Zurich. 18.5 seconds left to go here as Kearns will check back in. We will wrap up what has been a very high-scoring first half here for you on the halftime show coming up after a short break. They inbound the basketball. Nelson now back over to Makusa. She drives in through double coverage. Up with the right hand. May have got fouled there too, and now the officials will call. Haywood will pick up the foul. It's going to be her first. Kira Haywood. Makusa will check to the line. Caitlin Makusa. Her team trails 22-15. First free throws up and good. Make it 22-16. Second free throw also goes down. 22-17. Time running out here in the first half. 10 seconds left to go. Haywood with the basketball. Brings it across the time stripe. Drives in. Goes in against the whole Lake Zurich team, and there's going to be a blocking foul on the floor. Nelson will pick up the foul. It's her first. Team third of the quarter here against Lake Zurich. 5 seconds left to go here on the clock. They inbound to Kearns. Back up to Haywood. Haywood stops from step back three. In and out of the rim, no good, and that's how our first half ends. It's been a fun one here from Normal Parkside. Dunlap leads Lake Zurich North 22-17. We'll be back with some halftime scoring and more here in just a few minutes on Central Illinois Sports. We welcome you back here to Normal Parkside Junior High School, site of the IESA 8th grade Class 4A state tournament. We are in our second quarterfinal of the day, and it has been a fun one as Dunlap leads Lake Zurich North 22-17. Halftime scoring for you, we'll start first with Dunlap. Kira Haywood is a force on the court here this morning. She's got 16 points already for Dunlap. Other scoring in the half, Michaela Buss has 5, and Riley Hopwood has 3 for Nicholas Romolo's squad. On the other side for the Lake Zurich Wolves, Sage Olson has 11, Mickey Cooper has 2, Caitlin Makusa has 2, and Shelby Hartman also has 2. A little bit of foul trouble here on some teams. Shelby Hartman and Sage Olson each have a couple of personal fouls. Addie Kearns has 3, the only player with 3 whistles against her so far here in the contest. Winner will take on Bolingbrook Jane Addams coming up at 5 o'clock here in our semifinals. If you are new to us here on Central Illinois Sports, we remind you that your subscription here today includes complete coverage of the semifinals and our trophy games coming up on Thursday. So if you have purchased in, you are locked in for the rest of the tournament. You can sit back and enjoy with no worries. Coming up later on today, it's our remaining 2 quarterfinals for you. It'll be Mahomet Seymour taking on Madison Colin Powell coming up at 1 o'clock. And Mount Zion takes on Granite City Coolidge. That'll be our 2:30 contest. After that, we'll take a quick break, stretch our legs here for a little bit at Normal Parkside, and then we'll get ready for our semifinals, scheduled to start at 5 and 6:30. Championship night is December 14th. We'll start at 6 o'clock with our third place contest, and then our championship game coming up right around the 7:30 hour. We've got complete coverage from all 4 classes here today on Central Illinois Sports. Your subscription allows you to bounce around and check out what's happening from classes 1A to 4A. We've got guys and teams at every site giving you complete coverage here of the IESA Girls State Basketball Championships. We had a great time during our 7th grade tournaments here last week, and we are off to a great start here so far at Normal Parkside. We'll take a quick break. It's 22-17. Dunlap leads Lake Zurich North. When we come back, second half action here from Central Illinois Sports.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
The thing for me that really separates DOT, senior leadership and the owners of the business really focus on employee engagement.
We have some of the best people managers.
The Tracy family, senior leaders throughout the business, really all of our leaders care about the employees that work here.
And that allows for a lot of families to come work at Dot Foods, and I think that's part of it, is being able to have all those different schedules and the flexibility to be able to move things around when life happens.
Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you. Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
With the basketball as we get you ready for second half action here. Driving in, it'll be Dunlap basketball to begin the quarter here. Loose ball is stolen away now for Lake Zurich as Olsen got a hand on it. Works it down out in the corner. This is Cooper. Goes up against contested coverage. No whistle. It's going to be a tie-up between her and Kearns. And basketball will remain here with Lake Zurich. They try to get the inbounds ball into Hartman. She goes up against triple coverage. Doesn't find the mark. Rebound comes down to Dunlap. Here comes Haywood with it. 16 points already in the basketball game for Kira Haywood. Dunlap will take their time here on this possession. This is the slowest we've seen this Dunlap team move so far in the contest. She gets tied up now with Makusa. It'll be a jump ball. Possession stays with Dunlap on the nice defensive stop from Caitlin Makusa. They'll rebound in front of the Dunlap bench as Kearns comes over to be the inbound person. Haywood brings it across the time stripe as Nicholas Romolo barks out the instructions, and now she drives in. It's another stop from Makusa. Hartman was in there as well. Second turn, or not a turnover, but second jump ball in a row here that'll give the basketball back to Lake Zurich. With the basketball now is Olsen. Drives into the double team, gives it off to Cooper. She's got a race to get it across the timeline and does. Goes up with the running right hand off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Olsen. She will not finish, but she'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. Kearns will pick up the foul. That's going to be her fourth personal foul of the contest here for Addie Kearns. Stepping to the free throw line is going to be Sage Olsen. Rails around, goes down. She knocks down one more, give her 12 on the evening. Buss will check back in for Kearns, who will sit down for what we can only assume will be a considerable amount of time. Second free throw is up and no good. Rebound comes down to Michaela Buss. Haywood will quickly push it here for Dunlap. Down into the corner. It's a three ball on the way from Hopwood. No good. Rebound goes to Shelby Hartman. This game started out with a flurry of points in the first quarter. Long two-pointer on the way from Olsen is no good. It's a fight for the rebound. Hartman was in there along with Hopwood, and the jump ball will go back to Dunlap. Just underway here in the third quarter. Watching it all live in the Class 4A state tournament on Central Illinois Sports, your exclusive home for the IESA girls and boys state basketball tournaments. Haywood brings it across, guarded by Makuso. Long step back two is good for Kiera Haywood. 24-18, as now Haywood's got 14 points. Or excuse me, 18. Driving down is Cooper. Her shot up. She'll get fouled and go to the free throw line, and Cooper may be a little bit banged up here. Teammates may be looking to help her up. She is hesitant to start to sit up here. She's going to get up to her feet, though, under her own power. Foul is going to go against Michaela Buss. It'll be her second personal, team second of the quarter against Dunlap, as Cooper will slowly get to the free throw line. Things have gotten eerily quiet here at Normal Parkside. First free throw is up and good. 24-19 basketball game. We've got 3:59 left to go here in the third. Cooper knocks them both down. She's got 4. It's back to a 4-point deficit. Kira Haywood orchestrates the offense here for Dunlap. Drives into the lane. Running shot from the free throw line is good. 20 points now on the night for Kira Haywood. It's a 26-20 lead here for the Panthers. It's a long two from Nelson. Doesn't hit the mark. Haywood's got it on the run. Haywood coast to coast with it for the layup, up and good. 22 points now in the night for Kira Haywood, and Lake Zurich wants a timeout. We'll take it too. It's 28-20. Dunlap with the lead. We're back here in 30 seconds.
Hey, grab me 1, 2.
The Wolves take a timeout here as Dunlap on a little bit of a run. It's a 28-20 lead now with 3:28 left to go here in the third. The Panthers will employ full court pressure here. We'll see what the Wolves have to counter. Cooper will inbound. She'll have the baseline to run if she needs it. Inbounds it now to Olsen. Tries to dribble around Haywood. Picks it up. Back over to Cooper. She'll get it across the half-court line. Top of the key, this is Makusa, guarded now out by Montano. Driving in, this is Cooper up with the right hand, and good. What a move for Mickey Cooper. 28-22 basketball game. Haywood, crossover to the left. Now back to the right behind the legs dribble. We'll dribble that out of my mouth. Makuso going way back to the midcourt to defend here. Haywood's got the officials count. She'll back up and reset things here with 2:36 to go in the third. Back at the midcourt logo. Now they work it back over. Step back three for Hopwood is no good. Fight for the loose ball is going to go off the hands, they say, of Michaela Buss. And it'll go back to Lake Zurich here. They get the basketball into Hartman. She'll turn, kicks it now down to Vanderbilt, who drives down into the lane. Picks it up on the right baseline. Up to the free throw line is Olsen. Drives in, nothing there, out to Makusa. She'll drive in now through triple coverage up with the right hand. Dunlap wanted to travel, didn't get it. Haywood quickly pushing the tempo here for Dunlap. Goes up with the right hand, another layup coast to coast for Kiara Haywood. She is a problem for this Lake Zurich team. She's going to be a problem for anybody if they happen to get into the semifinals. Vanderbilt goes up with it. She'll get fouled, and she's going to go to the free throw line. Foul's going to go against Michaela Buss. It's her third personal. Third of the quarter here against Dunlap. Stepping to the free throw line will be Abby Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, first free throw is up and good. 30-23, 1:56 left to go here in the third quarter. Second free throw is up. Lake Zurich has worked the Gremlins out of the free throw shooting here. Haywood says we'll slow it down this time as she brings it slowly across the midcourt line. Her team up by 6. Dribbling to the left. Guarded out now by Vanderbilt. .136 to go here in the third. Winner goes on to the semifinals later tonight to take on Bolingbrook Jane Addams. Either team would make for a fun matchup. Haywood drives off the pick. She's got to get rid of it. Gives it down to Brooks. Brooks drives in. And she gets fouled, and the shot is no good. Brooks will commit the foul. Her first team, fourth of the quarter. Lake Zurich will be in bonus for the remainder of the quarter. That's 113. The Wolves bring it across the time stripe. This is Cooper with it. To Hartman. Makusa with it on the right wing. Now it's a three ball on the way from Sage Olsen. Her shot misses the mark. It's a loose ball grabbed by Hartman. She can't finish on the second try. Makusa will grab it. It's a third opportunity here for Lake Zurich. It goes through the hands of Olsen. She holds on to it. Back top of the key now Cooper. Ball fake. Drives in. Right hand. Up off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound comes down to Ava Brooks, and she's going to get a foul 90 feet away from the opposite hoop. Foul's going to go against Hartman. That should be her third personal. Team first of the quarter here against Lake Zurich North. 44 seconds left to go. Really fun basketball game here so far. Dunlap leads by 6 on what has been a very exciting affair. Brooks gets the basketball out on the right corner. Back up top to Haywood. Haywood, and that's going to be an offensive foul on the moving screen, what should go against Michaela Buss, and it's going to be her 4th. The offensive foul does not result in bonus shots here, but the turnover. 21.7 left to go. Buss and Kearns now with 4 fouls each here, and they're going to leave Buss in the basketball game. Kearns has been on the bench for the considerable part here of the third quarter. Stolen away. It's Brooks with it. Time running out. 12 seconds left to go in the quarter. Brooks driving down the sideline, and they say she's going to step on it and go out of bounds. Turnover after the turnover. Mancuso talking things over with Cooper here for what might be the final possession. 8 seconds left to go. Mancuso with it. Dribbles around to the left side of the court. Driving into the lane. Up with the right hand. Up off the rim and good. Caitlin Mancuso knocks it down to end the quarter. And we've got a fun one here at Normal Parkside. It's Dunlap 30, Lake Zurich 26. Come back for the fourth quarter finish here on Central Illinois Sports.
Before the TAVR, I was very active, worked out at the Croc Center. I would say less than a week. Well, of course, Amy tells me I couldn't do squats. She even wrote it in my discharge paper. Great big, Sandy, no squats. So I did a couple.
Oh my word.
Don't tell her.
I knew she was going to, but I have the best job in the world to get to work with these patients.
It's 30-26. The Panthers of Dunlap leading the Wolves of Lake Zurich North here in our second quarterfinal today from the Class 4A state quarterfinals. Action from all 4 classes available to you here with your subscription today on Central Illinois Sports. On-demand replays will also be available for you after these games are over with. It's going to be Lake Zurich basketball here to begin the fourth quarter. Cooper will bring it across the time stripe. 2 players in foul trouble here now for Dunlap. They are both on the floor, Michaela Buss and Addie Kearns. Olsen with the basketball, dribbles to the right, gives it now to Mancuso. She drives into the lane, kicks back out now to Olsen. Olsen drives down, baseline. Nothing there as they try to work it up to Hartman. Hartman goes up to the left hand and good. It's a 2-point basketball game on the hands of Shelby Hartman. 30-28. This has been fantastic stuff to watch. With the basketball is Buss. Kicks it back out now to Haywood. She's got over 20 points in the contest here tonight. Takes the pick from Kearns. Drives to the left side. Goes up. Runner with the right hand short. Rebound comes down to Sage Olsen. Haywood hot on her heels. Almost steals that one away. Kicks it back now over to Caitlin Mancuso. Drives. Picks it up at the free throw line. Gets stolen away now. Montano with the steal. Gives it to Buss. Haywood with it. Now they'll work it around. This is Hopwood. Hopwood, step back 3 off the front of the rim. Loose ball picked up now by Abby Vanderbilt. Carly Nelson will bring it across the time stripe here for Lake Zurich. No, excuse me, that's Cooper. Cooper, runner with the right hand is short. Rebound comes down to Michaela Buss. Dunlap with another opportunity to extend the lead here. It's 30-28. We're in the fourth quarter. Driving in was Haywood. She'll pick up the blocking foul. Vanderbilt picks up the foul. It's her first, team first of the quarter. We remind you, of course, team fouls reset at the end of the quarter. Get to 5, your other team is shooting double bonus. They'll inbound the basketball to Kearns. Back to Haywood now in the right wing. And the crafty 8th grade guard will reset the offense here. We're going to get a foul in the backcourt as Makusa just got a little too close that time. For Caitlin, it'll be her second personal. Second team foul of the quarter. They'll kick the basketball across the time stripe. Haywood drives in. Out to the right wing. Hopwood with it. Drives into the lane. Hopwood up with the right hand and good. And just like that, Dunlap back out to a 4-point lead. Nice drive by Riley Hopwood. And the fans from Dunlap chant Riley Hopwood on that nice drive. They get the basketball. This is Vanderbilt. Gets a nice ball fake, able to go up and under, and draws the foul. Hopwood will pick up the foul. That's going to be her first, team first of the quarter here against Dunlap. Stepping to the free throw line will be Abby Vanderbilt. The winner takes on Bolingbrook Jane Adams. Muhammad Seymour takes on Madison Colin Powell coming up here in our third quarterfinal. Shots up and good, 32-29. Second one misses. Loose ball. Rebound grabbed by Haywood. Here she comes. Hopwood with it. Nice little quick ball fake from Riley Hopwood whenever she starts that dribble with the basketball. Haywood, isolation, goes up with the runner off the back of the glass. Can't find the mark. Hartman comes down with the rebound. Lake Zurich needs to get a bucket here soon. 3:20 left to go in the ball game. Mickey Cooper. And she's going to get the travel as she just had nowhere to go. A nice defensive effort from Dunlap as the Panthers able to stave away the Wolves on that one. Kearns will inbound to Haywood. Haywood drives in. Picks it back up at the free throw line. One-handed pass over to Montano. Haywood, 3-ball, just misses the mark. Vanderbilt grabs the board. 2:51 left here in what has been a very, very fun state quarterfinal. Hartman, that's a 2 if it goes, and it's no good. Haywood will come down with the rebound. Back down to Hopwood at the corner. Driving around Haywood, excuse me. Hopwood and Haywood. Haywood to Hopwood. Step back 3 from the wing is just off and it rolls back in. 35-29. Riley Hopwood steps into the fourth quarter with 5 huge points, and now Dunlap has a 6-point lead. They toss it in. It gets tipped away. Kearns had a hand on it. Still a loose ball. They fight for it. It's on the ground, and the officials will call a jump ball. Possession will go back to Dunlap here with 2:05 left to go in the contest. Lake Zurich will employ full court man-to-man pressure here. Kearns will inbound, gets it to Haywood. Dribbling through, gets tipped away. Haywood picks it back up on the right wing. And now she's going to lose it out of bounds. Lake Zurich avoids one there. We'll see if the Wolves have got anything up their sleeve here. Under 2 minutes to go here in the contest. Lake Zurich down by 6. With the basketball is Mickey Cooper. Tries getting it into Olsen, gets tipped away. Brooks able to get a hand on it. Now we've got a foul in the backcourt, and that's going to go against Mickey Cooper. For Cooper, it'll be her second personal, team third of the quarter against Lake Zurich. And Kevin Elliott wants to talk it over with his team. Lake Zurich takes the timeout. We'll take it too. It's a full timeout. Come back for the exciting finish here in 60 seconds.
At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors.
Game Masters has the largest selection of gun safes in the tri-state area. That's right, everything from the vaults, vault doors, and safe accessories. Only the quality brands like Fort Knox, American Security, Browning, and Liberty. Come in and check out the displays or go to GameMastersOutdoors.com to check out the selection online as well.
clothing, fishing, hunting, gifts, and more.
We're passionate about the outdoors.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
Tell my mom to pick me up soon.
Lake Zurich took the timeout. They trail by 6. 1:46 left to go here in the contest. Foul trouble still lingering here for Dunlap, though. Kearns has 4. Michaela Buss has 4. Shelby Hartman has 3. The only player in real foul trouble right now for Lake Zurich. They'll inbound the basketball. They get it to Hopwood. Riley Hopwood has been the star of the fourth quarter. Now she tosses it down, goes through the hands of Buss on what would have been an outstanding layup attempt as they got past the full court pressure, but they'll go out of bounds and go back to the Wolves. Olsen with the basketball, tries working it down, or excuse me, that was Cooper. She threw it over the head of Olsen. Kearns gets the steal. Haywood with the basketball, behind the back dribble here as we get down to 1:23 to go in the contest, and it's going to be a foul in the backcourt against Sage Olsen. For Olsen, it'll be her third, 4th of the quarter. Dunlap will be in bonus for the remainder of the game here, and you might expect to see some free throws coming for the team in white. Kearns will inbound. Haywood takes it back in the backcourt. She'll slowly walk it across the timeline and burn a little bit of extra time for the Panthers. Haywood with it. Guarded out now by Olsen. No officials count. Kearns trying to get up and get the pick set. There it is, but there's nothing there. And Haywood now crossover dribble. Gets it down in the corner to Hopwood. Back up to Haywood. 54 seconds left to go. Haywood drives in. Free throw line jumper is good. Kira Haywood knocks it down for 2 more. It's a 37-29 contest, and Dunlap is feeling the semifinals within their grasp. With the basketball is Cooper. Vanderbilt with it. Makusa drives in. Got to get a shot up. They do, and it goes in and out of the rim. Rebound comes down to Buss. She hands it off to Haywood. 30 seconds left to go. Haywood's got to dribble against the double coverage here. Gets it across the time stripe. Dunlap fans on their feet. Haywood with the basketball. 20 seconds left to go. They get rid of it down into the corner. Hopwood will hold on to it as Dunlap trying to run the clock out on Lake Zurich season. Kira Haywood with the basketball. 7 seconds. They're going to let it dribble out, and now Olsen will pick up the foul. It'll be Sage Olsen's 4th. 5th of the quarter against Lake Zurich will send Haywood to the free throw line to ice this one. 6.1 left to go. Nicholas Romolo, an emphatic high five with his assistant coaches. Haywood's first one up does not make the mark. Dunlap is going to advance. They will take on Bolingbrook Jane Addams coming up here in the 5 o'clock semifinal. We'll have that live for you again on Central Illinois Sports. Second one's up and good off the front of the rim. Vanderbilt trying to get the loose ball. It's Haywood that comes up with it. She dribbled into the backcourt, and that'll be a violation and a turnover with 3.3 left to go here in this one. For Lake Zurich, their undefeated season will come to an end here. This team took home 4th place last year as 7th graders. Their road will stop one step early here as 8th graders. But a fantastic 2-year run here for the Lake Zurich Wolves. They'll get the basketball in. Cooper will dribble across the time stripe, takes it to the right side. They'll dribble in, and the clock will expire. Your final score, Dunlap defeats Lake Zurich North 37-29 here in the quarterfinals. The fans storm the court from Dunlap. They'll advance on to take Bolingbrook Jane Addams in the semifinal at 5 o'clock. We will take a quick break. When we come back, we'll try and get some final scoring for you and wrap this one up and get you ready for our third quarterfinal coming up here from Normal Parkside. Dunlap a winner, 37-29. We welcome you back here on Central Illinois Sports as we just saw a fun one as Dunlap defeats Lake Zurich North 37-29. They will advance on to face Bolingbrook Jane Addams in what should be a really, really fun semifinal coming up here at 5 p.m. Final scoring for you, first for the winners, the Dunlap Panthers, who improve to 23-5 on the season. Kira Haywood, the star of the show here today, 24 points to lead Dunlap. Riley Hopwood chips in 8, 5 of those being probably the most important points of the game for the Panthers here in the fourth quarter. Michaela Buss wraps up the scoring for Dunlap with 5. On the opposite side for Lake Zurich, their season comes to a close, 25-0 for this exact team. Back-to-back state tournament appearances, including a fourth-place finish last year as 7th graders. Sage Olson finishes with 12 points to lead her team. The most important part about that number, just held to 1 point here in the second half. Mickey Cooper finishes with 6, Caitlin Makusa with 4, and Shelby Hartman rounds out the scoring for Lake Zurich for 4 points. That wraps things up here for our second quarterfinal. We will reset things on the stream. We will be back here in just a little bit. We invite you to come back. We've got a fun one coming up. It is Muhammad Seymour taking on Madison Colin Powell. We are way ahead of schedule here, so we'll see how much time they take. We may start a little bit before 1 p.m. We may not. Stick around. Check us out here. We've got basketball all day long for you here live from the Class 4A state tournament. It's Central Illinois Sports Productions of the IESA Girls State Basketball Championships.